Welcome back. Glad you could join me again.
And quite a few partners, more than I think I'd had up until this point.
Damn. Okay, and I hope you're doing well. Hope you're focused and on your square. The phase of a woman's life where she likes to get freaky. Yeah, she likes to get fun. Yeah, you thought I was going to say something else. She likes the fun. Yeah, the excitement. She likes to be gripped and French kissed. Very well. Probably not French kissed, but you know what I mean. By multiple men. Yes, I'm waffling about the whole phase. The garden tool phase for, more sense and clarity. I was watching a stream earlier on by YouTuber Ramil Amyr. Shout out Ramil. The topic was about a young rapper who had taken his life recently over his girlfriend. I'll link the video in the description, but that story itself re-sparked the thoughts, the saying, she's not yours, it's just your turn. I tell men to remember this, to use it and understand it. You see, it partially comes from women themselves telling us as men they're modern, liberated, independent women that don't need a man. But yes, of course, they enjoy the company of men, the attention, the money, the simping, the wild, blind lust of just some overly thirsty bastards, of course. So even though women are themselves, as they claim, free, of course, they still want the attention of men. Thus, men should understand more than ever, oh, bro, it's just a turn. It's just a turn. I'm telling you a fact that women will never tell you, that it's just a turn. But enough waffling. Let's begin.
Hey guys, welcome to my bedroom. I'm Bella. I hope you're doing amazing. Today is my first full day as a 28-year-old. Yesterday was my birthday, and I think I started this channel right before I turned 26. So I know at the beginning of the year, I set my 2018 sex goals and
Sex goals. Interesting. Not gonna lie, a lovely looking woman. Wouldn't mind meeting her in a garden tool phase, yeah? seriously, mature. But this is what I do enjoy about modern women, the liberation, and why I encourage it. Hell, if I'm going to stop women from being women. No, I encourage them. Just don't expect certain men to settle down with you. No, that's for suckers.
After reviewing the episode, I've actually achieved a lot of those goals in one way or another, but I kind of deviated severely from one. And like I said, it's more of a deviation than it has been a complete failure. I'll cut to the chase. These last 10 months, January to October, have been my home months. I've been doing some fuckboy shit and some hoe shit.
Damn, that WAP must have been stressing that WAP. Good on you.
Disgusting.
Good on you.
So for a bit, I felt really guilty about it.
No. Don't listen to her, women. Pay attention, men. Don't feel guilty. Enjoy. Indulge. Hedonism. It's fun.
And then I started to question, like, why am I doing this? Why am I behaving this way? Why am I going outside of the norm of how I generally behave to this, like, who is this person? And when I say hoe phase, I don't mean that I was like accepting money in exchange for sex.
No, she wasn't doing that, men. But also, as some women know, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, women. Accepting money for some, what, fun?
If I want to sell my pussy, what's the problem?
Yeah, how much? How much? Seriously.
Definitely not that. But, you know, like, I've been having a good amount of sex. And quite a few partners, more than I think I'd had up until this point. Most, if not all, I've had sex with previously or I've known for a really long period of time.
Bullshit. Okay, so it was a bust and move, except it was a continual bust and move. A pump and dump could be a one-off thing. A bust and move could be extended, where you just continually, busting and moving. You just continually busting and moving. You're busy, she's busy, career chick. She's got to pay for a flat and her car. Yeah, so she only has some times for, for some quick D. Indeed. The point is, as a man, when you understand it's just a turn, there's less chance you're going to be a knob and overcommit to a woman who deep down, she's probably a garden tool, to be honest, bro. Yeah, she could be a garden tool, to be honest.
The one instance where it felt like it was going to be a one-night stand, and that would have been my first one-night stand, actually turned out to be more of like a continuing tryst. So why am I sharing this? I already know in my comments there's going to be all kinds of like finger pointers and Bible thumpers, but like, you know what, fuck it, this is my reality. And I think at a certain point with this channel, I've kind of deviated from what I initially wanted it to be, which was very raw and real and point blank, to trying to be, educational and very heavily spiritual, and
No. Men want the raw. Well, it's probably just me, but the raw. You see, the beautiful thing is when some women are more raw, it's when you're seeing more the reality, the true, ever sweet nature of a woman. It's not to hate on it, it's to understand. Like, a lot of women like and want D. When you understand it, you understand more. It's just a turn.
without dragging this on too long, let's get into those. Just keep in mind that everybody deals with things differently, and everybody has a hoe phase or doesn't have a hoe phase for their own individual reasons. These are my reasons. This is what happened. So first, I never had one. Most people have a hoe phase or some semblance of that when they're in college. I had a boyfriend. Honestly, for like the last 9-10 years, I've been in some state of perpetual relationship. And even to my situations that weren't fully monogamous, I operate more on a monogamous level. So, you know, even though there were open relationships.
What? So there were open relationships, so that means you were actually sleeping with a... Jesus Christ. This is what you can't trust. This is what you can't trust some women. It's like, really? You're kind of telling on yourself, but okay, whatever. A point I want to make here is the dangerous factor of a woman who may have been in many long-term relationships. You see, because she could have that itch, the itch would be lower down, to be honest, but she could have that itch, and it might need to be scratched by many men, many men.
This WAP is fire.
So yes, many women can be monogamous, but some women feel as if they're missing out, feel as if they should have done a bit more or done a few more men than they had done. Throw some women in there as well. So yes, some women can be with one man for a long time, but then again, it's the fear of missing out.
You have to have many men.
I generally stuck to my one partner. So yeah, I never had one. My second reason is a lot more real and maybe a lot more relatable to other people, but I was mad depressed. 27 was a pretty difficult year for me.
Shong knew. Yeah, Shong knew it happens. It happens for women when they reach 27. It's like you come to the end of your hottest days as a woman. For most women, because some women like to say their hottest days are in their 30s. It's like, okay, all right. Yeah. In China, they're known as leftover women. Shong Niu. Yeah, indeed. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but you know what I mean. So it could be because some women reach a point where they realize they may have to settle down and leave the fun behind. And you see, that sounds boring. Come on. What woman's going to want to stop having fun? Please.
I was severely depressed. My relationship ending the month after my birthday was, you know, like actually took a lot more of a toll on me than I think I wanted to admit. I wanted to come off as very strong and just move on and keep it pushing. And months later, I realized, fuck, like I'm not happy.
Yeah, she was faking it, in other words. Faking it.
Just like a woman.
Well, as a woman, it's part of what they do.
So, typical coping mechanism for people trying to avoid their depression is, you know, spending time with other people, distracting themselves with other people, and that's kind of what I was doing. And honestly, it wasn't the whole shit that made me realize that I was depressed. It was when that depression started to spill into other aspects of my life, like keeping my room clean, going to the gym. I started getting like kind of chunky.
Fluffy girls, them not sexy too.
Yeah, she was getting fat. Yeah, fluffy. Probably all the food she was eating or what else she was swallowing. Yeah.
No, baby, I'm trying to bust all on you.
Yeah. Getting all that calcium.
I'm trying to bust all on you.
All that fatty calcium. All right, let me stop.
It really wasn't until all those things started to happen that I was able to, one, focus on those things. And once I got that kind of situated, step back and be like, okay, what's actually the root of the problem here? Like, what's going on? Even though I really, really liked it.
Well, of course she liked it. Come on. Again, pay attention, men. Never let women make you feel as if their whole phase was something like, oh, it was so sad.
Bullshit.
Oh, it was so sad. No, man. They enjoy it. They may feel some guilt because of all the guys they can't unswallow. But at the end of the day, they do enjoy it, man. Never think you're saving a woman from her phase. You're just going to be the idiot to kind of...
desperation for pussy.
So my third reason, I really like sex. We know this. This is a thing. We have a channel called In Bed with Bella. I talk about sex because I really, really, really like sex.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But the point is, I feel sorry for the dude that's going to eventually, you know, try to marry her and then deal with the baggage of all the men she had before. It's a simple point. You know, it's not even being rude. It's just like, yeah, good luck.
I have no shame in admitting that. So you can understand my confusion in myself when I was like shaming myself for having a hoe phase. I know that even though I wasn't always acting from a place of mindfulness, I vetted my partners. I use protection.
Really?
These aren't like shitty rando people that I'm picking up off the street
Yeah, sure.
and then I feel guilty about.
Yeah, sure.
These are like people that I genuinely care or like.
Yeah, sure.
I enjoyed every single one of those multiple orgasms.
Yeah, she's telling the truth there. You can even see it in her eyes. Oh, yeah, the flashbacks.
Go, baby.
The flashbacks.
And no one's gonna shame me for that, especially not myself. Men get to have sex with multiple partners and get praised for it. They get to have sex with no emotional ties and it's no problem. Special alert, so do women. So those are my reasons. Where do I stand now? 28, I'm seeing through whole new eyes, right?
Silence, you fool!
Okay, let's leave the lovely Miss Bella there. Indeed, lovely woman. Didn't know she was wearing a bra. My God. She instantly became better looking. Seriously. You know, my point is for men to understand and actually enjoy this and see in a more stoic sense. To not be angered and enraged by women's want and lust for random D. You see, because if I understood, if someone told me when I was younger, Fish, she's not yours, it's just your turn. My God, the man I could have been with that information. Here, woof woof, as men, yeah. In other words, focus, observe, remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.